sunscreens, and what type of toxic overload do they create in our skin and ultimately in our bodies and all the systems within when we slather them repeatedly on ourselves? Let's talk about that in today's video. I'm Jackie Elmer, lowertoxiclife.com. Today, let's talk about sunscreens and sunblocks and some of the chemicals that are in these products that are not necessarily the best for our skin. Now, I'm not a scientist or a doctor, so please go to citations.lowertoxiclife.com because I am a researcher and a body biohacker. So I've tested a lot of this for myself. So when we think about it, you can do a little bit of Google research and know that we need to avoid overuse of the sun because of its harmful rays, UVA and UVB, and the damaging effects it can have on our skin, leading to different skin cancers and other abnormalities of the skin. However, have we gone overboard in our use of these products? Now, we know that certainly as a nation, and really as a world, a nation here in the United States, we have an extreme deficiency of vitamin D. And one of the best sources for vitamin D is natural sunlight. Sunlight that's not blocked by some of these chemical products. So what I recommend that you do is you begin to look for healthier alternatives. The zinc oxide broad spectrum type of products. Trader Joe's carries two great products in this line. They have an SPF 30 that's a spray-on, and they also have an SPF 40 that's a lotion. Now, one thing to keep in mind that a lot of people don't do is that when you apply these, you need to allow at least 10 minutes before you go out into the sun and before you get into the water for these to truly take effect. So I like to look for these. They also have another one here that's a face and body sunscreen lotion. I don't know really what the difference needs to be between your face and body, but if you're going to have extended exposure in the sun, use one of these type products. Now, I am a big fan of coconut oil, organic virgin coconut oil. This is a big product that I buy from Costco. I also have the Trader Joe's smaller one, but this is certainly more cost effective. On my website, citations.lowertoxiclife.com, I have the National Institute of Health study on this, along with some other resources to help you understand how to use coconut oil. Now, I want to really caution you, that doesn't mean you slather on coconut oil and go out for hours in the sun. It typically provides about 30 minutes of protection. But how much sun do you really need? Now, if you're going to be out there for an extended amount of time, this is one of my cover-ups that I like to wear out in the sun, and it's long sleeve for a reason. Now, I live in Scottsdale, Arizona in the desert. It is linen, so it's going to breathe and it's going to be a little cooler, but if I'm going to be out there for an extended amount of time, I don't want the sun just beating down on my skin and just beating the heck out of it. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So I always put coconut oil on my body before I go out in the sun. I pay attention to the amount of time I'm spending in the sun. I make sure that I have a long sleeve shirt to cover up with when appropriate. And if I know I'm going to be out there for a long period of time, I will use one of the broad spectrum zinc oxide products. And please make sure you protect your face and your neck as much as possible by wearing a broader rimmed hat. Don't forget about the Environmental Working Group website, ewg.org. You can go there, and not every product is out there because it is a nonprofit organization, but they do their best to study different products and rate them based on the carcinogens, the chemicals, and the toxins that are in them. So I really want to encourage you to do that. If you have an idea that you've used or a product line, please do drop it in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed like the cool people are so you don't miss any other videos. I'm Jackie Elmer at Lower Toxic Life.